Okay, now let me discuss now. Okay, what is ETL? What is ELT? Okay, but this I'll discuss once I complete this one. What is data? What is data warehouse? What is data lake? What is data lakehouse? Lakehouse. Maybe let me discuss here database also. I'll keep it once. Okay, data, database, data warehouse, data lake, data lakehouse. Arjun, what is this one? Okay, what is this one? Let me, let me, okay, keep it like this. Let me keep it like this. Okay, let's say this is what data, as you know. Okay, order table. I'm just taking order table again. Okay, order ID. Okay, order ID, product name. Okay, price, quantity, blah blah blah. Okay, what do you mean by this one? This is a data. This is a data. Okay, or you can say Arjun purchased, purchased, purchased. Okay, like let's say Lenovo laptop, whatever it is. Okay, this is called what? Data. Now this data, if you are storing somewhere, okay, that is called database. We call, which one we call it as a database. Okay, now this data, if you wanted to use it for analytical purpose, all those things means this data same you'll be loading to which one? Okay, bigger database, that is called which one? Data warehouse. This is called OLTP database. This is called OLAP. OLAP, it's a data warehouse. Data warehouse. Okay, but in a database, OLTP database, and in a data warehouse, your data will be stored in which one? Structured. It will be stored in which one? Structured. Structured means what? Okay, it will be stored in a table format. Which format? Table format. Which will be having which one? Okay, columns and what? Rows. Columns and rows. This format, it will be stored here, and from here reporting will generate. Now, okay, what is this one, Arjun, about data lake? Data lake. Okay, data lake is nothing but, you can consider it as like this. Okay, you can consider it as like this. Arjun, what is this one? I just kept like a cloud symbol I kept, because data lake came in the cloud only. Arjun, what is this one? Listen very, very carefully. Listen very, very carefully. Okay. So just understand, you are thinking you'll go to Flipkart and you'll go to specific site, you'll search for a mobile, and the mobile will come or laptop will come. You'll go to what? Payment method, and you'll pay the payment, and your order is successful. That is where it is coming here. Are they storing only this data? This data? No, they'll be storing this data. They'll be storing the data. But along with that, they'll be storing n number of things. N number of things is nothing but what? Okay. So the time it took to what? Site load, and which and all, okay, products you visited, which and all you kept in the cart, which and all you did what? Price comparison. You notice, you just go and do something, even phone pay. Okay, anyway, I have to renew my car, okay, insurance. I was checking the details, okay, in a credit and in a phone pay, and I stopped it. After 30 minutes or 1 hour, immediately I got a message. Hey, Arjun, okay, you are searching for this insurance one. Looks like it is not completed. Okay, can you please go ahead and check? Okay, we are having exciting offers like that. Now they sent what? One kind of what? Message, one kind of alert kind of thing. That means, see, I went to phone pay. Listen very carefully. I went to phone pay. I went to credit, and I entered my card details. It took, okay. Then it suggested me what all insurances are there, what is the price under. I checked that one, okay. I checked the terms, conditions, what is the extra things all there. I checked, but I did not took that one. That means what? I did not place the order. I did not purchase what that insurance. Correct. Without that one, what they are doing? Without that one, before placing also, they are able to collect my data and keep it. Correct. That's where they came to know. Oh, this Arjun checked so and so things. That's why they're sending alert. Do they need that kind of alerts or not? Yes, obviously they have to implement that alerts. Why? Okay, so that I might have done something, I forgot. If they send an alert, okay, I forgot. I'll go on to take what again? What that one? Or I did not forget. Wantedly, I did because compared to their HDFC, I'm getting what a better thing. Even they send better offers are there. Again, I'll go on to check it. If they want to do that one, it is not like only once order is successful, once I place what insurance thing, what all things I did, that data also they wanted to store. That may not be structured data. That may be unstructured data. Okay. Nagarjuna Arjun went to that site and he browsed. Okay. Siva went to that one. He kept in the cart. The data and all, if they wanted to store, it will not be supported here. All the data, the log data, each and everything. Okay. This data plus okay, some logs when we did transactions, how much time it took, that and all, which and all sites you visited, which and all sites you visited, okay, what is there in the what cart, what all you kept, what all comparison you did, maybe lot of data, not one data, lot of data they wanted to store. That is called data lake. Which one? Data lake. If I tell you in a simple word, right? Data lake is nothing but it will be having structured underwater, unstructured log data, images data, etc. etc. Everything will be stored. Just dump it. Just dump it. Lake means what? What do my lake? Okay, normal. You'll be telling Agara lake, okay, or BTM lake. It will be called. What is that one? Whenever rain comes, from wherever it comes, water, it will be just coming here. It will be just coming here. Okay, that means what? Any data. You are having a data. That is a sensor data, that is structured data, that is unstructured data. Don't worry. You please come and dump it here. Dump it here. Dump it here. That is which one? Lake. Okay. Lot of data you can keep it. This data lake concept only it came where you can store water, whatever data structure and structure. But if you want to do that one, you need water, more storage. That is where cloud providers are providing ADLS, okay, S3 bucket, GCS from a Google and all. This storage they are providing to support which one? Data lake. That's where ADLS, it will store data in the blob. You can store whatever you want. Images you can store, CSV you can store, Paraquet you can store, JSON you can store, okay? Like a log file you can store, whatever you want you can store. That place is called which one? Data lake. That place called which one? Data lake. Okay, so with this you understood what is data, what is database, what is data warehouse, and what is what? Data lake, Arjun. This data lake future you can get with cloud providers only where you can dump whatever data comes, anything you can dump it here. Okay, but here, as you know, it is not structured data, but here it will be what only structured data. If it is having only structured data and all, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. This database and data warehouses, it supports acid properties. Which properties? Acid properties. What do we acid properties? We call it as a atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. This will support. That is nothing but you can say. This it will support. Inserts, update, deletes. It will support. It will support. But here in a data lake, acid properties, okay, it will not support. It will not support because here data will be stored in which one? File format. Which format? File format, and it won't support. It won't support these properties. Okay, it can store anything, but it won't support. It won't support these features. That is where, okay, lake house. You can consider it as what? This also is there in which one? Cloud only, but I'm just keeping the same thing. I don't know, image, is it a proper thing or something, but let it be there. Okay, maybe inside the cloud, maybe it is acting like a database kind of thing. I'm keeping like this. This is called lake house. Data lake house. Lake house is nothing but what it will do is it will support data warehousing features. It will support plus the lake data lake features. It will support both. It will support. That is nothing but what? In a data lake house, you can store structured, unstructured, structured, okay, structured, okay, structured, okay, unstructured, unstructured, okay, logs, images, everything is stored. Plus, it will support acid properties. It will support acid properties. That is where your delta tables came into the picture. Okay, PySpark and all, if you know, the delta tables will support which one? Acid properties. Acid properties. Okay, so it will support both. If it is not supporting, okay, acid properties, then it was not much useful for some of the things where you have to do some DMLs and all. Okay, that's where lakehouse came into the picture. In a lakehouse, it will do both behavior. It will support both data warehousing features. It will support plus data lake features. It will support. That is called which one? Data lake house. Hope you understood. The same thing I'm going to show you here again. Okay, see once. See once. What is this one? Okay, what is data? Data is nothing but, okay, data is nothing but the raw factors are figures. That means what? Unprocessed information collected from various source, files, logs, and applications. It can be. This can be structured, semi-structured, or unstructured. Okay, so this data is a source for all the systems, whether it's a database, whether it's a data warehouse, whether it's a data lake house. This data is source for all the things, all the things. That means a shopkeeper writes every customer purchase on a slip of paper. Slip of paper. He is right. Shiva came to the shop. Shiva, he purchased one chocolate. I'll write on the slip and I will give. This is what data. The data, if you are storing in a structured way, in an organized way, for what? Fast accessing purpose and all. We call it a database. That is called what? OLTP. Which will be having what? Schema based structure. Schema based. Schema based is nothing but what? First you'll be defining the schema. Okay, the order data is going to come. Then that order table first I have to create. What all columns will be there? What is the data type and all? First I have to define that one in the database. It supports CRUD operations. Leave it. And the database, this feature, which and all sub products are having this feature is nothing but what? Your RDBMS databases, MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, Azure SQL databases, and all will support this one, OLTP transactional databases. But it might be understanding, Arjun, this Azure SQL is there in the cloud. Yes, this is there in the cloud. Now, if you go back and see the normal SQL server, this also supports OLTP databases or OLTP transaction. But this is not the cloud one. This is not the cloud one. Now the similar cloud thing only, they're calling which one? Azure SQL. If you use Azure SQL, okay, that is nothing but what? This database will be there in the cloud. Okay, if you need to increase the size of the databases or RAM, whatever it is, I will take care automatically. This is what, okay, not a cloud database. This is cloud database, but it support both what? OLTP. Same way from Oracle also, this is not from cloud one we have autonomous database and all. Okay, but whatever it is, the database which will support, okay, OLTP transaction is called OLTP databases. That means the shop uses billing software. See, they are not writing the paper. They're using some software. Okay, whenever I go to shop, they will enter tuck tuck. Okay, this one. He purchased milk two, chocolates two. Then give the bill, computerized bill. That means what? That data and all they're storing in what? Some software properly. That you can call is what? Database. Now, what is data warehouse? A central system for reporting analytics. Hey, the data and all is coming here. Fine. But I wanted to know what is the sales of my business last Christmas season, last 3 years, because Corona time is exceptional case. Last 4 years, last 5 years. Okay, what is my sales is happening? What is my sales happening during Christmas season, so that I can predict to my business for this Christmas season. I will be ready with what? All the required products, all the required quantity I'll be keeping in my shop, in my warehouse. That analysis, if you wanted to do, you need the history. That history is nothing but what? Data warehouse. That is used for what? Reporting analytics. This will be stored clean data, historical data from multiple systems. It is not only these systems, it can store from multiple systems, but be what? Okay, stored and clean data used for analytical purpose and optimized for what? Complex queries. Complex queries. So now we are in a cloud world. So if you want to do this one, that is where will be which one? Azure Synapse from Azure, Google BigQuery from Amazon Redshift and Snowflake is used to do this data warehousing techniques. But this is what the cloud data warehousing techniques or softwares or products. But without this one means earlier people are using this one only as what? Data warehousing database. Data warehousing databases. So now they will be migrating from here to here if they have not done. Okay, or someone is implementing very newly, freshly, obviously they'll be implementing here, not with this one, not with this one. Again, we are having what? Pentaho is not this one, is a okay data warehousing this one. Okay, let me remove here. Okay, yeah, Pentaho. Okay, maybe I'll write here legacy one is called Oracle SQL Server. Okay, Pentaho. Okay, and I used to use. Now it won't be there. It will be only cloud one. That means what? Sharp change analyze 3 years of data sales to see trend like what? South Indian Diwali festival. What is my sales? During Christmas, what is my sales? If they wanted to do, they'll be doing which one? Data warehouse. Now, what is data lake, Arjun? A storage repository for all data types. Okay, you can store the structured, semi-structured, unstructured, whatever you want. Okay, but this storage is very cheap, very cheap. S3 ADLS and all. But here you read here. What is one? Which is important? The data lake will work based upon what? Schema and read and read. Actually, what does it mean? See, see, I am a data lake. I'm a data lake. Okay, I'm a lake. Whether you are sending good water, normal water, dirty water, rain water, I'll not worry. I'll just take it. That is nothing but I'm a data lake. So order file, you have to send the 10 columns. Either you load here with the 10 columns, 8 columns, and a product name, you should have only what? Characters. I'll go and keep the dates. Order ID column should have only numbers. I'll go and keep what? Characters. I can keep here. In a file format, I'll be storing. While storing, I will not verify this data is good, this data is bad. Is it having a proper data? I will not go to check anything. I'll just dump it. I'll just dump it. I'll just dump it. Later point of time, this data, if you're using, that is where you define the schema while reading. Why? Because while storing, I did not apply any schema. Whatever it came to me, I just stored here. I did not apply any schema. So from a data lake is nothing but what? From S3 bucket, from AWS bucket, GCS bucket, whenever you're reading, that time you apply the schema. That will apply the schema. Because while loading, I did not apply the schema. I will be storing all the data here. But I won't support which one? DML operations. Okay, ACID properties I will not apply. That's where the staff stores building data, CCTV videos, feedback, everything you want to store, you go for data lake. Now, what is data lakehouse? Lakehouse is nothing but a hybrid architecture combining flexibility of what? Data lake plus data warehouse. Okay, it is what? Open table format like a delta lake from what? Databricks. Apache's Iceberg, if you are using for what? Airflow and all, Iceberg and Hoodie, they'll be using. Okay, it supports what agile transformations and schema enforcement and time travel. The data lakehouse is supporting. Examples: Databricks Lakehouse, Snowflake Iceberg, Microsoft Fabric, and all we call what? Data Lakehouse. It is not only supporting thing, it can combine everything and keep it in one place. That means SAP stores all the data and analyzes it directly in what? One platform. By using what? One platform. That is called which one? Data Lakehouse. Hope you understood here. If you see, data means it will be raw data. It can be anything. Okay. Database is nothing but what? Structured data. And data warehouse also what? Structured but historical. But data lake means what? It's all types, structured, unstructured, everything will be there. Okay, you'll be storing here. Data lake house means what? It's a unified platform where you'll be storing what? Everything in one place. Plus, you will be doing it what? All your analytics and everything will be doing in a single place or single platform is called data lake house. So your Databricks provide data lake house features. Fabric provide data lake house features. Snowflake provide data lakehouse features. Okay, it's a one system for storing plus analyzing also can be done in one. This is all about data. Okay, database, data warehouse, data lake house. Hope you are clear. Thanks.